Hi, this is Leah, and today I'm going to show you how to operate a pressure washer. Now, if you're coming close, I'll show you some important features. Now, I want to draw your attention to two ports. The first port is the port to attach the pressure washer gun. And directly below it is the port that you attach the garden hose. Now, I'm going to show you later what you need to do to attach both. Now, if you come around back, I'm going to show you just a couple other features. This is your pull string right here, and you pull it, it cranks just like a lawnmower. And over to the left, that's your control panel, and I'm going to show you how to operate that as well. So, before you hook up the hose, there's a little screen in here. You just want to check that screen, make certain that everything is right, okay? That it's not lopsided, it doesn't have holes in it, everything seems to be in good working condition. Alright, so we insert the hose, and we're just going to tighten it up by hand. And then it's going to get to a point where we're going to have to put a wrench on it, because when we turn the water on, if it's not tight, then you're going to have a lot of water on the deck or whatever surface you're working on. Okay, so it'll cut down on water spray. So I've tightened it as much as I can by hand. Now I'm going to have to use a wrench. An adjustable wrench is fine, or I'm going to use a pair of vice grips. You want to tighten it up as well as you possibly can, because you don't want water to squirt everywhere. It's like a garden hose, you know, if you don't tighten that hose up well enough, you have water squirting every place. And that does it. Okay, now it's time to hook up the gun. Now, if you come in closely, I'll show you how this works. It's like a little collar, and you just pull on it, and that's it. You pull it back and insert it, let it go. Now let me show you how. I'm pulling the collar back. I'm inserting it, letting it go. And that's on there. And it's just that simple. Okay, now this is really crucial. Do not attempt to start the pressure washer without turning on the water first. Always turn on the water before you crank up the engine. When I've turned the water on, you have to clear all the air out of the line. So that's what we're going to do. You hear it. You hear all the air coming out. And that's what you want, because that air is very damaging to a pressure washer and its pump. So you've let the pressure out of it. You've let the air pressure out. It's not, you know, sputtering. That's when the sputtering stops, you know all the air is out of the line and out of the water pump. The other thing keep in mind is during the starting process, maybe the engine won't crank up right away. It's important to relieve the pressure off the gun every minute or so. Okay, don't let that gun sit without pulling the trigger. If a couple minutes have passed, make certain that you pull the trigger on the gun, because what's going to happen is pressure is building up. It's going to make it very, very difficult to crank that engine. Okay. Now I'll tell you what. I'm going to put on my safety glasses, and I got to tell you, I got to stress how important it is to wear safety glasses, because a lot of times when you're pressure washing, you're using chemicals and sometimes bleach, and you don't want that spray up in your eyes. So it's always a good idea to wear eye protection. Now to start, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to set the top lever to choke, and we want to set the bottom lever from off to the idle position, and then we're going to pull the pull rope. Okay, once it gets going, you're going to want to change the setting from choke to run and from idle to fast. Okay, so we're going to crank it up. It's just like starting a lawnmower. Okay, so the next thing I want to show you, or I want to show you the controls, okay? There's a control on this nozzle. Right now we've got a wide fan, but you can narrow the fan or broaden it just by twisting the tip. Now, all pressure washers are different, but this is a common setup. Again, just by turning the nozzle, you can tighten that beam. Now, there's very few things that you would use. There's very few times you would use a pressure washer with a narrow beam like that. But let me just show you the damage it can do on this wooden barrel. What I want to show you is what happens when you've got the setting on the pressure wand set at the tightest, most narrow stream. It can damage the surface that you're working on. As you can see, it damaged this wooden barrel. Tighten that band like that if I'm going to clean a deck or a piece of furniture. I prepared a section with a little bit of bleachy water, and let me show you how to operate it. So this is what we've accomplished on the deck in just a short time. 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes tops. And as you can see, having a pressure washer can be a very, very effective tool. This is Leah saying see you next time.